Get your mind right. This is every day in December. We're doing these 4 things. Declutter and sell clothes. But the most important thing is not that I was trying to make a lot of money, but one, that I was decluttering and really elevating the clothes that I'm not using because somebody else can use it. So I'm eliminating clutter in my space, and really it's just freeing up my mind to do other things as well. And then secondly, that's $50 more that I didn't have. When we have a $100 budget, or we're talking about making even the smallest types of investment, then $50 adds up. Also, use some of those price tracking tools. There's so many tools out there that'll help you actually track whether an item is a good deal. They also track the price history of items across multiple websites, and they offer coupons as well. Okay, so far, our running total for the whole year is, oh wait, I think I gotta add, December is here. So you know what that means. It's time for us to keep our minds right and keep those holiday shopping budgets tight. We are not gonna be derailed by all the excess spending, all the excess gift giving, all the excess shopping because everything is on sale and it's so pretty and it's so glittery and it's so holiday chic. We ain't falling for it. Not this year, okay? So, per usual, we don't have a dime or time to waste. So let's get started planning for December. Welcome to the channel, y'all. I'm Kima and this is The Collection. Okay, so this is the channel where we declutter with style, we restyle and remix old fits, we shop our closets, and when we do shop, we shop sensibly and we still look fly. Okay, so if you are new here, thank you and welcome. And for the rest of us, you know we've been on this journey for the entire year where we're sticking to a $100 a month budget. Every month we have decluttering goals because our annual SMART goal is to declutter 30% of our wardrobe and also build a 30 item capsule. All of those things so that we are just consistently making smart money moves, elevating not only our style, but most importantly, our lives by sticking to a budget and just investing smarter. Okay, so this is the December planning video, and I wasn't sure what I was supposed to be doing in this video other than planning for December. Because I was like, okay, I got to do a roundup of how much we spent for the year. Did we stick to our goal? Did we hit our targets when it comes to decluttering and sticking to the $100 a month budget? Also, I wanted to do the best and worst purchases of the year. So it's a lot of stuff to do in this video. So I don't think I'm going to do all of that in this video. I think I'm going to just stick to what we have been doing every month, which is recapping what we spent, making sure that we stuck to the monthly budget, and then figuring out our action steps for the upcoming month. So we're going to do that. But also I'm going to do a second video probably right after this. So I'll probably be looking exactly the same. And I'll have my twin with me too. So stay tuned and look out for that video because that video is probably going to be the best and the worst of 2025 purchases and what we learned and how we grew and elevated and, you know, did all the things. So anyway, let's get into what we purchased in November and see if we stuck to the budget. Okay, so I'm going to make this real short and sweet. So if you watched the last video that I posted, which was about designer and duds at the thrift store, then you saw some of the purchases from November. So I'm not going to really showcase a haul, but I will review some of those items. And then you are welcome to go back to that video. I strongly suggest you find that video and watch it because I had so much fun thrifting and really came across some really good quality pieces, like primo perfect. Okay, so anyway, so in November, what we spent, you know what? All we did was thrift in November, okay? If I'm being honest, because I wasn't really trying to shop in November, but I was doing some research on like really good thrift stores, and I really wanted to find some good fabrics and some good pieces. And you know, I told you I'm in my governess era, so I'm trying to find, you know, all of the Mary Poppins, you know, like a very sort of British grandma country chic. So I found something. It's so funny because when I told Jordan I'm gonna be a governess, she's like, why do you want to be the help? I'm like, girl, the help is the most important. First of all, not only is the help the most important character, but the help is always the smartest character. They are omniscient. They see it all. They know it all. And everybody else is just falling for the okie dokie. And they're like, okay, I'm sit right here and wait and see what happens. Okay. Mary Poppins got it going on. Okay. Mrs. Doubtfire, even though Mrs. Doubtfire wasn't really, well, she kind of was the help. The nanny, okay, the most stylish help of all. So anyway, yeah, I'm in that era. But then I also realized, like, girl, you kind of have some stuff in your closet already. So like, why are you tripping? You got plaids, you know, you got some tweeds, you got blazers. So I really don't, I can be in my governess era without spending a lot of money, which I already knew that because like I wasn't trying to do that anyway. Okay, so anyway, so I ended up at some thrift stores. What I bought was, you saw that I bought that Versace shirt. That was $10 from Goodwill, you know, 9 and change. What else did we buy? We got, I got the Moschino. What is it? The Moschino. Why can't I say it? Missoni. Oh my goodness, I tell you, all those Mosies drive me crazy. We got the Missoni sweater vest, the cardigan vest, whatever it was, child. That was like $6. Round that up to $7. Oh, then we got the Fernando Sanchez. Remember, he's a Belgian designer who designed 2 outfits for Madonna's video, Like a Virgin. So we got that dress, that silk dress for like $3. And what else did we get? That was $6. Oh, we got the, so the Versace shirt was $6. We got the animal print, the Perkins, remember Marvin and those people, that jacket. Love that vintage jacket. That was $10. Oh, I also forgot to add on here, we got the North Face for $6. Oh, child, we found, oh, okay. So that was whatever that total was. Okay, so wait a minute. I got to do my math. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's 18, 28. So that was $31. Okay. And then I went to 2W Thrift here in Atlanta. If you saw the last video where I was thrifting and I went to Urban Jungle in Brooklyn and I was like, that's the best thrift store that I've ever been to. 2W is giving them a run for their money, and I'm so proud because it's in Atlanta. So like my 2 favorite places in the world, Brooklyn and Atlanta, you know, it's just a match made in heaven. So if Urban Jungle was like a 10, then 2W is probably like an 8.5. And that's giving them a lot of props because, one, you know, Brooklyn has probably had a leg up on Atlanta when it comes to like thrifting and style for many, many years. So the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, like they catch it up, you know what I mean? You need to like keep your chin up because you about to get checked, right, from this Atlanta thrift store. And I actually did have a lot of time to spend in there, but I didn't, like, I was kind of tired, so I didn't really end up spending as much time, which is fine. Okay, so I got this vest. This is really going to top off the governess chic look that I've been going for. I had it on before with a white button down shirt with like some black piping. It looks so cute, but I just didn't want to, for the video, I was like, no, that's going to be a little bit too much. But work, or if I'm doing something holiday fab, it's going to be cute. So that was like the most expensive things. They have a whole vintage section, and most of their vintage pieces start at 20. You might have 1 or 2 that's 15, 20. A lot of the pieces were $35. They go all the way up to probably $100, depending on what it is, if it's fur coat or something. So at first I was like, wait a minute, like, hold on, what y'all doing here? Because these prices kind of high for a little blazer. But as I perused through the rest of the store, I found that, you know, they had pieces for $5, for $7. Okay, so we spent a total of $45 at 2W Thrift. Now, I wasn't even trying to spend any money because, you know, we're not supposed to be shopping, but it is Black owned and the profits go towards a school in Ghana. Okay, Oprah. And I'm pretty sure they're not billionaires. So like they really need the money to be able to donate. And it's local. So even though we're not buying and spending and feeding into this monster machine that's not really supporting us in all different ways that it's supposed to, we still need to shop locally. We need to shop Black owned. All the people who support what we support, who live like us, who look like us, live in our neighborhoods. Whatever your neighborhood is, okay? So anyway, so I was happy and proud, and I felt privileged to be able to go there and check this place out because I've been seeing it on TikTok. Anyway, and then when I get there, they have 30% off. It's like, oh my goodness, well, I really gotta go look around some more. So lo and behold, I found my Governor Chic plaid vest. This is 100% cotton. It was part of their vintage collection. So it was a little bit more than some of the other items. And this was originally, I think it was 20 or 30, I don't know, but I think it came up to $15 with 30% off. So it probably was like $20, whatever that was. As I said, it was 100% cotton already. Oh, Jones, New York. So I got that. Then I found this genuine suede. Okay, suede. She suede. Vintage vest. Also part of their vintage collection. So this one was, it came up to $25 with the 30% off. So whatever that price was, I think it was like 30 or something like that. 30 or 28. I don't know, child. But we got it for $25. Let me put this here. Okay, wait. And the last thing, which I could not resist, y'all. $7. Okay, which it came up to $5 with the 30% off, but it was originally $7. You can see that, $7. And this is like, it's faux leather, of course, but I love when the faux leather is that kind of crushed, soft. It makes it look like it's lamb skin leather. It looks a lot more real than, that regular PU leather. And it's like a shearling. And the best part about it is that it is navy and silver. This is just a cool color combination. And it's cool because it's reversible. You could wear it on the shearling, soft fur part, or you could wear it on the leather part, which I think the leather part is the main part because that's where the buttons are. But also it's like the inside of the pockets part too. So it's kind of weird, but kind of cool. And I just can't wait to wear it. So that's what we got for $7. So it's like, with 30% off, it's like $5. Like, why would I leave that? Like, what are you doing? Stop doing stuff like that. You don't leave that. So in total at 2W, we spent $45 and then we spent $31 at Goodwill. So that brings our total. Let me see. I got to do it over because I messed up. $76. So we spent $76 for the month of November. So we are under the budget. Thankfully, because last month, we had some fails, honey child. October was crazy, but also a little bit more over than what I wanted to spend because I said I didn't want to spend any money. But we stuck to the budget. That's the most important thing. And we're doing really good with our running total for the year. Of course, I calculated everything for the year, and then I was like, oh, I can't. Like, I thought I had a final number, but I was like, I can't do that yet because December's not here, and like I haven't spent anything. And even though I'm saying I ain't gonna spend anything, I don't need anything, I'm not buying any clothes. Y'all know what happens. Discipline. Okay, so far our running total for the whole year is, oh wait, I think I gotta add, child, hold on, let me fix that, because that was, I gotta add 16 to that. Carry the one. Why did I carry another one? Ah! Oh my goodness, you're not gonna believe this. The running total for the year is exactly $1,000. And our goal is to spend no more than $1,200 for the entire year on clothes and shoes, right? Every month, $100 budget. So right now I am $200 below that target, or like $200 to the target, whichever means. Below is not a bad thing, right? Below is great. So we have one more month to not go over the budget. And I know I'm gonna do it, like, cause December's here and I'm not buying anything, which I've been saying that I'm not buying things. All right, anyway, so let's get into our action steps for December so we can make sure we don't buy anything that we don't need. So for week 1, oh, and let me say this, you know how we do week 1, week 2, week 3, we're gonna do that. But really, this is like, you just need to do this day 1, okay? You need to start. You need to do all of these things every day in December. So I'm gonna organize it by weeks, but really get your mind right. This is every day in December. We're doing these 4 things. Okay. So first thing is declutter and sell clothes. So I have really spent the last few months decluttering a lot of clothes. And as you guys know, you don't really necessarily make a lot of money when you go to the resale places. I think I had like 2 big bags of clothes. I counted it. It was probably about 50 something pieces, including shoes and boots. And in total, I probably made literally $50. Which means that I got $1 per item. What didn't sell, I donated it to Goodwill. So I probably only sold like, 20 to 30 pieces. But the most important thing is not that I was trying to make a lot of money, right? But one, that I was decluttering and really elevating the clothes that I'm not using, because somebody else can use it, wants it, needs it. And that's the most important thing. So I'm eliminating clutter in my space, and really it's just freeing up my mind to do other things as well. And then secondly, that's $50 more that I didn't have, right? And when we have a $100 budget, or we're talking about making even the smallest types of investment into ourselves, our future, and most importantly, our kids' future, if that's what we want to do, then $50 adds up. So get ready, get started, declutter right now. That bag of clothes, those coats, those items that you've been looking at that you have not worn, specifically fall and winter items. Don't try to sell the summer stuff. It's too late for that. Hang on to that for March, because that's when they'll be buying those. But anything that's fall and winter, you need to sell it now if you have not done so. Because like I said, if you can make an extra $50, that's at least one gift that you can knock off your list. So we're going to do that. This is week 2, but this is every day. Wear everything. Wear everything. So I want you guys to tune in to the next video that I'm going to post, is the winter capsule video. And I'll talk about like all of the winter clothes that we have, all of the holiday like items, and everything sequins, everything shiny, everything holiday paraphernalia. Like, wear it every single day. Don't wait for the holiday parties. Don't wait for the office parties. Don't wait for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever. Wear it every single day. Okay. You can wear your clothes every single day. And that goes for everything winter, everything fall that you didn't wear yet. Wear it every single day. Do not wait for these opportunities that may or may not happen. Live the life that you have now. Wear the clothes that you have now. Okay. Week 3, but again, we're doing this every day. Okay. You are going to set boundaries. So just like we've set a budget for ourselves, which essentially is a boundary for ourselves, we're going to set boundaries with everybody else. So you are going to start saying no to some things. Okay. So we're going to say no to some things sometimes. Okay. For example, you cannot be a part of every Secret Santa gift exchange. It's just what it is. So it's okay to say no to them. And I get it, right? Because it's like, it's kind of like that in circle peer pressure, whether it's the office gift exchange or your friend gift exchange. Sometimes you do a family gift exchange, which I love the idea of a family gift exchange. I love the idea of all of the gift exchanges because it makes sense, right? Because it's like, I can't buy a gift for 7 people at work, and then all 7 of my best friends, and then all 7 of the people in my family plus their kids, their spouses. It's just a lot, right? So I love the idea of those things. I really do. But maybe this year you have to pick and choose. And I'm saying I'm not doing the office one, okay? Because I'm just not. And I don't think last year, I don't think I did a friend exchange too. So maybe I could switch. So maybe last year you did the office exchange and you didn't do a friend exchange because of whatever. And maybe this year you do the friend exchange and you don't do the office exchange, whatever. Like, I don't know. Okay. You decide, but you don't have to do them all. It's okay to say no, whether you feel like you want to be honest, but I don't even think it takes a lot. I think everybody gets it. Everybody's feeling a squeeze and a pinch to some extent. So if you just say, you know what, I have a lot of priorities right now. I have a lot of responsibilities. I have a lot going, whatever it is, you ain't even got to explain. You just say, you know what, I can't do it this year. Can't do it, won't do it, don't want to do it, whatever it is, I'm not doing it. And that's it. And in that same vein, you don't have to show up to every holiday event if it's not going to serve you. If you want to go because you got an outfit and it's not going to cost you anything, then by all means. Okay. So don't feel like you have to spread yourself too thin, too wide for all of the holiday expectations, because you don't owe anybody anything. You owe it to yourself and anybody, I guess, that's depending on you for survival. But beyond that, and even then, I mean, there's limits with that, because like, you don't have to, you could set a budget. Like I said, this year I told my kids, I was like, I'm not buying you guys any gifts. I am making investments for you guys, ETFs. And I was like, but I want a body spray. Okay, girl, you can get a body spray. And the rest of it is going into these brokerage accounts. Okay. I'm very serious about that. So you guys decide, do what you want to do. But I'm saying no to some of these gift exchanges. Okay. So that was week 3, but that's every day, as we said. Now, back to the boundaries with the shopping. So, we have a budget. We've been doing good with that. We've been doing our cost per wear. We've been doing our 3 before spree. And we're going to maintain that, in addition to not really trying to spend and buy into this hype and over consumerism, because it's just really not that important. And you get to a point where you realize that, right? But I get it. You do have to shop sometimes for whatever reason. You want to. There's joy in that. It is an exchange, all of the things. But we're still going to apply 3 before spree. So that means that if you can't shop your closet, and when I tell you shopping your closets for gifts for other people makes 100% sense, like, re-gift some things. They don't know. I can't tell you how many really good things that I've re-gifted, especially like Bath and Body Works, candles and lotions and all of those things, which I love them. But if you have a lot of them, it's okay. Clothes that you haven't worn and you still have the tags on it, gift it to somebody that would like it. We have to really get back into this, even when it comes to just buying clothes. Like, if there's an event and you're like, oh, I'm going to a wedding, I need a new dress. We need to go back to the era where you could call up a friend, call up your sister and be like, hey, I have this event. Do you have anything that I can borrow? Like, we need to get back to those days. But I'm not going to digress. We'll get to that in another video some other time. But anyway, okay, so setting those boundaries is going to be really important. Another important thing is, before you go out and shop and spend and splurge, also use some of those price tracking tools. There's so many tools out there that'll help you actually track whether an item is a good deal, because sometimes they increase the prices, especially during Black Friday. Can't even call it Black Friday weekend, Black Friday week, whatever it is. They actually inflate the prices and then try to give you a discount, so you think you're getting a discount, and it's a scam. So there are several price tracking websites or apps. One namely is Camel. That tracks all the Amazon deals, just so you can see if the prices have gone up and down and if it's actually a good deal to buy it now or should you wait. There's Keepa. That one also tracks Amazon deals. And then there's PayPal Honey, which gives they give you price alerts. So like when something drops, it'll alert you. They also track the price history of items across multiple websites, and they offer coupons as well. And then Slick Deals is kind of cool because that one is community based. So it's kind of like Reddit for sales. So it'll give you customer reviews on which online deal is the best, whether it was the best or not. You know how people, they gonna be all in the chat talking about, girl, don't do it. They lied. It was not a good deal. I found it over here cheaper. So you can use any of those tools. There's so many other ones as well. So before you go out and shop and spend and splurge, apply 3 before spree. And now that's part of the third thing that we're going to do, which is the least viable, cheapest option before you pay full price for anything. Okay, so that's week 3-ish, but we're doing this every day in December. And finally, week 4, like we've always been doing, we're tracking our spending, tracking our wears, making sure that we're wearing everything, making sure we're sticking to a budget. And again, thinking not only for December, but thinking about January and February and setting realistic goals and setting realistic budgets for what your spending is going to look like post the holiday. Post the holiday spending, like really thinking about the autopsy of like, oh my goodness, where am I going to be in January and February after I just spent all this money in December? So don't do it. Don't spend a lot in December. Stick to your budget. Stick to your boundaries. Okay, maintain your boundaries. And just try to use some tools and some strategies to help you find the best deals. If you gotta shop, y'all just gotta shop. So anyway, I think that's a good plan. I'm excited. I'm wearing everything in my closet, and then all of these new fabulous vintage designer thrift pieces that I found, and I'm wearing them every single day. Okay, not saving anything. Anyway, don't forget to look out for those other videos. Like I said, we got the winter holiday capsule, which is all the bling, the shine, and the holiday glam, and just putting pieces together, mix and match in that. I still have to do I'm doing another video on the best and worst of 2025. That one's going to be short too. The other one is going to be short too. And I got to do my closet reveal, because that was also one of my goals for the year. So we got a lot coming up in December. I'm excited. Okay. Not to mention sticking to that $100 a month budget, and probably less. Like I'm probably not going to be spending anything in December. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, thanks for sticking to the end of this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.